Well. Is this just another little false bounce? This morning, we had lots of blood in the stock market. Second day in a row of selling, a lot of pain because of, Mr. J. Powell and his vacuum cleaner just going. And so now the question is, perfect thumbnail again. Is this just another little silly bounce that we're seeing in the stock market? Because we're so used to it now, folks. We're so used to it. Everything has been just convictionless rallies left and right. The only thing you can rely on is that there is a coupon code link down below for the programs on building your wealth and that the price goes up over time. That's all you can rely on. Because otherwise, every rally we've been getting has been some form of a sell. We get convictionless bounces, and then the next day it's red again, or tomorrow we get the jobs report that comes out, and then the market freaks out over that. Who knows? I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm cautiously optimistic, but at this point, I'm not fazed anymore by the red. It's just like, you know what? Bring it on. The more red it goes, the more excited I get. I'm like, how bad can it get? Give it to me. Give it to me. Try me. Punch me. Hit me upside the head. Whatever. I want more people in the comments saying things like, I really enjoy watching Kevin lose money. Or things like, young man, you should buy gold and sell all your stocks. I replied to that when I'm like, old man, I'm buying more stocks. We'll see how that one ages. Anyway, whatever. So they're all numbers on a screen at the end of the day. But I'll tell you, I love me some buying when the market is down. This morning, in that little V-shaped dip, I did some beautiful call option buying. I've not been very enthused about call options, but I got some deep in the money call options on some of my favorites that had very, very little extrinsic value. I'm talking about paying like 4% for a year-long call option, which is a bargain. And so very happy about that. Some of those have already been U-turning quite well. Actually, most of them, because the market has rotated. Oh my gosh, look at Beyond Meat all of a sudden taking off about 14% here. That's actually really incredible. That's a really nice bounce off the bottom there. I do want to take a look at this though. Hold on a sec. Let's see here. Bloomberg. Let's find out what's going on at Beyond Meat. But anyway, yeah, look, there are a lot of parts in me that continue to say sell the bigger positions that I have that are not down a lot. And then use those to buy stocks that I have much more conviction in, that are much more like suffering. So, for example, in the course member live stream, I made this analogy that because people regularly ask me, they're like, "Oh shit, why don't I just go buy like I don't know, something that did really well for the year, like Home Depot, right? I'm gonna sell my losers, like sell a firm and buy Home Depot." And the problem with that, folks, is it's like you're moving from literally something that's at rock bottom and going to something that's like at near all-time highs. And then when that rotates, you get screwed. And so this is just some of the psychological stuff that we talk about, or just logical stuff that we talk about. That's not always the case, but it frequently is. So I'm optimistic about consolidating smaller losers into bigger losers. Things that are more painful, so that hopefully we can get that really nice and solid swing up. That's what we're hoping for. So let's see what's going on with Beyond, and no guarantees too. Remember, options can be a very quick way to lose money, especially if you do short-term options. If you're gonna do them, if you're gonna do calls, personally, I just love long in the money. Stay away from the out of the money crap. Things go bad, at least you have some insulation when you're in the money. As soon as you flip and you're out of money, oh my gosh, the losses ramp up fast. I had $2 million of Tesla options at one point last year. And those Tesla options, they were all long calls, like for the middle of 2022 and 2023. At one point, those $2 million in options, so I spent $2 million on options. At one point, those had gone down to $1 million. So my Webull literally said, your options, big L, negative $1 million. And I'm like, this sucks. Anyway, obviously, recently Tesla ran in like November, October and November, and I just every little rally, I'm like, okay, dump that one, dump that one, dump that one, and all of a sudden they were all up 6 figures each individually. But they can be so freaking painful to hodl because you're just seeing them evaporate day after day after day. So you got to be careful with those options. Okay, so what's going on at Beyond Meat? Call options are doubling on Beyond Meat. It looks like Chipotle is ignoring Beyond and Impossible's fake meat in favor of creating its own. That's quite interesting. Chipotle creating its own fake meat. Smart. Volume tripling in Beyond Meat. It looks like there's just some momentum that's going into Beyond Meat right now. I don't remember what the short interest is in Beyond Meat, but let's figure that out. But this is what we're hoping for, is that we can rally off some of these lows. And quite frankly, I took $2 million of stock today and put it into options. That's crazy, but I did it. I did it anyway. So I'm optimistic that we get a nice bounce, but we gotta be careful because we keep having these nonsensical kind of fake bounces, these convictionless rallies. So be careful. Tomorrow's jobs report is obviously going to be huge as well. If the jobs, 40% short, folks. Let's go. Oh, some Beyond Meat setting up for the short squeeze. Woo! I wonder what the fundamentals on this one are. Let me just do a quick look here on fundies. So let's do Beyond Meat. That's solid high on that short interest. No wonder people are going YOLO on this one. Let's see financials. So Beyond Meat has a negative outlook for 2021, 22, 23, 24 turns profitable, $2 EPS in 2025. You're paying about 34 times, 35 times 2025 earnings. It's honestly, it's not horrible for a company that's expected to grow maybe an average of 12 to 18% over the next few years. It's not terrible. So yeah, that might help explain some of this rally that we're seeing here on Beyond Meat. That's exciting. Good. I mean, I like to see that. Please bring green to everything. I'd love that. Look at Etsy. Etsy's trying to get back over $200 here. Cardano's moving up again a little bit, but it's coming out of the hole of the 120s. Matterport had a nice 3.88% move here. Lucid even started rotating up and it had fallen a lot this morning. Affirm 2.7%, slowly coming back to life over here. Nvidia 2%, kind of stuck over here. Embraer 1.6, Enphase somewhere over here as well. What's still down today? Oh, wow. Rite Aid getting smoked. Microvision getting cooked. Lemonade still in the toilet. People just do not like Lemonade. I have maybe like $10,000 left in Lemonade. I really wish I didn't, but I've pretty much sold 99% of my Lemonade. And I keep thinking about or getting attracted to the idea of potentially getting back into Lemonade, some of these lows, but I keep convincing myself not to. And instead, Enphase, which is pretty flat from when I bought, I think I bought somewhere like right here. What is that, like 151, 152 or something like that? It's basically where it is now. It's just, unfortunately, this went so fast. I saw this reversal. I bought my first options on Matterport, Hood, and some others. I'm not going to go through all of them here, but started getting this reversal, and it's like, dang, you don't have long. I mean, look at that. You had 15 minutes to try to take advantage of that bottom. So anyway, if you're ever like, man, I wish somebody would tell me when there's a little bottom like that. No guarantees I can hit them all, but I really watch these. And when I see these reversals, I usually send alerts that, okay, going for it. And you know what? The other thing is crazy is look at it get rejected by our TA here. That perfect rejection on the 155. We tested it 3 times here. 1, 2, 3 tests at 155, rejected each time. And so that's why we're closing a little bit, on sort of softness here going into the close. Lemonade, Boozy, Matterport. Okay, Riv. Yeah. No, you get lifetime access. See, the questions comes up all the time. You get lifetime access on the programs, and not necessarily lifetime access to live streams or alerts, because I don't know if I'll do that forever. But certainly for the foreseeable future, guaranteed at least 3 months, but probably a lot more than that. Okay, so Etsy still slowly climbing into the close. Looks like DWAC just started running into the close, running about 10%. Looks like we're getting a little bit of that risk on again. So some selling, turning back into buying off of some of these lows. Pretty typical to see this. Toast, Affirm, marginal day, not like a big moving day. This morning, I mean, Tesla was down 5% at one point. Right now, it's down about 2%. It went all the way down to, what did it go down to? 1020. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Wow. Gee whiz. Anyway, SoFi's also still sitting in the mud. How's Hood? I think Hood's still down a couple percent. Yeah, it is. But higher from where it was earlier. And then where's SoFi? SoFi was the other one to look at. And then let's look at some headlines. Trump pump. All right. So, yeah, SoFi still suffering. I can't believe it almost went down to under $13. It's insane. How's ARK doing? Kathy, you need some more Tesla. That's what you need. You just need some more Tesla, okay? Anyway, let's go look at some headlines. Yeah, CNBC is running the headlines. Stocks are losing steam into the close. Kind of noticing that a little bit here just on the indices. Yeah, DWAC pumping. Gotta love it when the DWAC pumps. Oh yeah. Look at that volume coming in. Oh, all the traders, get in. Get in, boys and girls. Trade it to the moon. Just highly risky, okay? This has no fundamentals. This has hopium. But if you want to trade, well, the thing is, though, look, you get into a position like this, and then tomorrow we get crappy, what's it called? Crappy numbers from the jobs report. This thing will just be down 30% again. Anyway. Okay. So 15%. Oh no. I can't imagine. I don't know if day traders are going to hold. What day trader is going to want to hold this through the close? I would not be shocked if you see some form of sell-off before the close. Now I could be wrong. I just know if I was a day or swing trader, there's probably no way I would stick into this until the close, because then I'm going to be stuck. I mean, unless you do it in after hours, then you're going to be stuck with this through whatever happens with the jobs report. I mean, maybe people are going to be optimistic. You know, we had inflation numbers in Germany start rotating down. The JOLTS jobs report rotating down here in the U.S. as well. Those are potentially signs that maybe inflation is finally peaking. DWAC on January 6th makes sense. No, I agree with you. Logically, that sounds right. But I think this is just a risk-on move here, that people are getting excited that, okay, maybe we hit the bottom. Let's go. Time to buy the dip. Although, you know, you're not seeing that same sort of euphoria visit AMC over here. AMC. How about GME? Yeah, no, not seeing that euphoria. Disney, Square. Oh, Square's actually up 1%. Ooh. All right, good. So let's check out some headlines. Bloomberger. Yeah, I'm not selling until it goes to 1,000 a share. Right. All right. Emerging market currencies may see further declines on Fed raising bond yields. Apartment occupancy hit a historic high. Is that good? Well, probably not for individuals who are trying to find places to rent. Walmart halves paid leave for workers with COVID after CDC shift. Well, they did have the time off that was required. Okay. So, biggest tech selling in a decade. Biden tears into Trump, blaming him for the Jan 6th insurrection. Yeah, I mean, this is political posturing, right? Just preparing for the end of the what's it called? For the election cycle, 2022 specifically. Mm-hmm. All right. Come on, Enphase. Do something, will you? All right. Is there any news? We need some news. Somebody bring in some news. Beyond Meat's still pushing. Incredible. Build-A-Bear 6%. Peloton's actually coming up 5%. Etsy, Lucid, Matterport. 13% lockups on Matterport this month. It kind of, I don't think that's too extreme. And honestly, as a metaverse play, Matterport has gotten a lot of attention. I mean, it is probably the cheapest metaverse play right now. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not. The most discounted compared to prior levels. Although it doesn't seem like metaverse plays are the rage anymore as they used to be. All right. So, I think it's funny when there's so much talk about ear pumping this particular stock because it's up like, I don't know, what's a lot today? 58%. Okay, so people are like, oh my gosh, ear's up 58%. Yay, I'm a genius because I'm invested in ear. But folks, come on, man. Look at what ear has done. Like, there's pretty much no way you're not down on ear. Like, you should go to a casino and go all on black if you are actually up on ear. So, like, when people are like, oh, I'm up 50% on my stock today, but you put it into context of you being down 90%, then it's not that cool anymore to be up 50%. Because when you're down 50%, and okay, watch this. Okay, let's say you started with $100, you lost 90%, so the value went down to basically 0.10. But then you multiply that by 1.5, you're at $15. So if you lost 90% and then you went up 50%, you're literally still down 85%. It's insane. So you gotta be careful on that. Anyway, so what else? DoorDash, Embraer. These guys are just at 1%. Okay, how are we doing on SPY? Are we still losing power here? Let's take a peek. Yeah, somewhat still losing enthusiasm into the close. Same thing with ARK. Big jobs numbers tomorrow. We'll see what happens. This can be a big one. All right, let's go to Wall Street Journal. New York's Omicron surge points to a wave of mild cases. Great. Very, very good. Triple QQQ. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea, given that it's down like what are we down? 5%, 6%? Year to date, folks, we're down 4.39%. And from the high, oh yeah, no, okay, we're down about 4.3%. Maybe if you think that the Nasdaq's not going to correct any further, but the problem with TQQQ is when the market falls, like if you fall 20% and then you're down 60%, you're going to be upside down for so long. Like TQQQ was really, really good. Triple leveraged Nasdaq is great when the market's just going up. But boy, you could get robbed when it goes down. So I usually stay away from that. But then again, like, would I rather have TQQQ or like call options that are like 6 weeks out? So, I guess you have to quantify your risk. I'd say TQQ is a lot less risky than 6-week call options. So, gotta be relative. The floor for every stock is 0. You can't go below 0. So if you're curious as to what the floor is for a stock, like somebody just asked, 0. But no, Matterport, it went down to 1130 previously. But, we've got some lines drawn here. This particular one, Matterport didn't react as classically as some other ones to our support line, with the exception of this one right here. The 16, it really seems to be warming, or I like to call it rubber banding. Like picture a rubber band on like a rod just spinning around. It's really rubber banding around this 1637 level over here, bouncing off the VWAP right here. These were a little off, but worked in the pre-market. All right. So what else? I'm shocked people are still holding on to DWAC into the close. I'm shocked. I was really expecting it to go down into the close. People want to diamond hand this thing. Oh, look, it actually went down for a little bit there. They were like 3 minutes. That blows my mind. You know what this is, though? It's actually a really good sign. It's a sign that people are going risk on, and it's good news for my favorite stocks. So please go YOLO on DWAC. It's just good sign. Good news for me. Somebody says that Bitcoin's rallying a little bit. I don't know about that. How we do over here? Let's go to 30 minutes. Yeah, well, we came off 42.4. Yeah, the amount of new floors that we hit over and over and over again is honestly kind of ridiculous. 70% lockup on ELSA this month. Is it really 70%? I don't know about that. Like Matterport's 13.1%. I will look into that though. ELSID lockup. Put a little question mark. I mean, I guess we could just look right now really quick. It's not that hard. ELSID investor relations. We need the S1. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Where is it? Come on, my friends. Come on. Where are the filings? Let's go. Filings. Filings. Da. Block. Lock. Block trades, lockup agreement. 180 days after closing, sponsors agreed to similar restrictions for a period of 18 months. Okay, so the shareholders of Class A common stock issued as consideration in the merger are restricted from selling or transfer. Okay. Shares of Class A. This is all of the stock. Wow. Pre-merger investors. This probably includes employees and everyone. Oh, and then look, here's the pipe lockup too. Wait, no. No. The pipe lockup has already happened. Until the later of... Okay, so the pipe, I think, is already done. But it's this one. It's the Class A people. That's a big one. 180 days after closing. So CCIV LCID merger date. July 22. Yeah. That's in a couple weeks. And July 22, add these two dates. July 22. This is very similar to Matterport. Class A common stock locks up Jan 18. Okay. Class A Jan 18. Investor presentation. Let's get our answers, folks. I hope nobody has epilepsy, because this is crazy. There we go. Okay, quick look here. We got 3 minutes left, but we're going to do a quick look here just to see if we can get the lockups. Come on, where is it? Come on, my friends. There we go. CCIV shareholders, existing Lucid shareholders. That's probably your Class A right here, because I think the pipe's already locked. Yeah, dude. Whoever the person was in the comments, I think freaking nailed it. That's 73.4%. Wow. That's a big old walk up. Oh my gosh. 73 point. This is like a Robinhood lockup. Woo! It's all Saudis? Probably. I mean, they might not sell, but they also might. Who knows? I think the Saudis, they're not dumb people, and I think they can, all they have to do. Okay, this is all the Saudis' private investment fund has to do. Okay, you want to know how hard it is for them to sell? Mr. Rawlinson, how many cars do we deliver? Oh, well, don't tell anyone, but we're only going to deliver about 200 cars. That's way less than the 500 something you promised. Thanks. Hey, broker, dump. you know that stuff goes on. There's a reason people say the game's rigged. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe it. I was wrong. I got burned. DWAC is going to the moon after I didn't think it would. All right, whatever. It's not my money. That's a big old mistake to hold this thing into the jobs close. But hey, maybe we'll get really positive news tomorrow. What is that? Any rule against insider training for the Saudis? The Saudis train indoors all the time. It's quite hot outside. Let's see here. Microvision still getting burned by about 9%. So we got about 45 seconds left into the close here. Let's see here. A little bit of a pop there on the S&P 500, but definitely slowed into the close. ARK also slowed into the close. Hood slowed into the close. What ran into the close? Nothing. Well, DWAC ran. And yeah, DWAC did well there into the close. Lucid's up 4%. So is Etsy. See Matterport. All right, we gotta get that bell.
The 30-year back flat today, 208. At the close, slight declines for each of the three major averages, led lower by the Dow, down 0.44%.
Dang, is it just me, or was that like an extended bell today? That felt exceptionally long. It's like a full 20 seconds. That's quite long. I didn't think it would last that long. Anyway, Dow is down 0.47, down worse than the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's only down 0.13, S&P down 0.1, Russell's actually up 0.56. Crazy. What's Sarah Eisen got to say about this?
Adjustments, though, given the increasingly aggressive tone that we are getting out of the Federal Reserve when it comes to tightening policy and fighting inflation?
Well, no, not really. If anything, I'm actually looking for opportunities in some of the beaten down tech names that we talked about. And in fact, I did add to Facebook/Meta earlier this week, just given that it's had such a big pullback. But it's the only FANG that I'm overweight, actually. And as I mentioned earlier, there's plenty of other tech names to kind of watch and to see on weakness to buy the ones I already own that I have high conviction in. I still think, given the economy and that it's doing very well, minus Omicron. We know first quarter numbers are already coming down 2% on GDP. So minus that, after we get through that, I think you're going to see a snapback in growth, above trend inflation. So the Fed should be.
I like it. I like it. Above trend growth after the drama of the Omni. All right. So let's see here. What's left? What's a good deal? What fell below its floor and then rose above its floor again? Let's look for good deals, and then I'm out of here. And remember, if you want every single buy or sell that I make, check out the Stocks and Psychology of Money course link down below. Not only are you going to love the lectures so you can build your freaking wealth, get through the hard periods so that you can enjoy the good periods, but you'll see exactly what my portfolio is, what I'm doing, where I'm cutting, and rotate again. So I don't have infinite sums of money, so sometimes I have to sell to be able to buy something that's a better deal. And so all those alerts are over there, whether they're options or whatever. Obviously, trade at your own risk, options being the most risky thing. But that's also, I make it very clear that options in total are lately have been less than 10% of my portfolio. And I don't think I really ever want them to exceed 10% of my portfolio again. Certainly not more than 20%. When I was 25% when I was 25% options, I was not very happy. It was too much, way too much. But okay, let's see what's left over. Okay, let's see here. So I wrote down some things. So I had written down BABA. How did BABA end the day? So BABA ended the day. I wish it would show me it on the left when I search for it. Fine. I will just sort alphabetically and do it like a librarian. BABA. Oh my gosh. I can't even find it. Okay. This is not following the Dewey Decimal System here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. 4.51% today. It's kind of stayed there almost all day. Let's see Nvidia. That one I'm still tempted on. I'm tempted on this Chinese rotation, but not enough to not buy some of my faves first. Always, like, look, if you're on a plane and the oxygen masks deploy because there's an emergency and everybody's fearful and panicked, you got to put the mask on yourself first, so then you can help others, right? But after you put your mask on, then you look around at your kids and it's like, okay, well, which one's your favorite? Well, that's the one you put the first mask on, right? Same thing with stocks. They're just like children. Good thing I don't have a favorite child. I love both my children the same. Anyway, where's Nvidia here? Okay, here we go. Nvidia did 2% today. It's stuck at 280. It's a nice discount from the 320s. That's so, but it's not like extremely juicy. Let me see what my position is in Nvidia really quick, because I've been wanting to build it, but so I'm at about 1.2 mil on Nvidia, about 4%. 4.1%. I'm actually down to build this one more. I probably at some point need to build up my Google some more. So I don't know. I'll just write Nvidia/Google, slowly like nibble back into these guys. A little safer, maybe. What about, so Lemonade I've still been very cautious on. What about SoFi? So this is nice, folks. Look at this chart. from a technical point of view, can you tell me, where would you rather buy, folks? Okay. Do you want to be like all the kids on Twitter who are like, just bought SoFi at 24, don't care that it's gone up because it's just going to keep going to the moon because it's such a great company? Do you want to be like those kids on Twitter who are buying these points, like you just take the little screenshot of it. Here you go. And then you draw the little circle. I think it's important because this is very, very common. If people get the SOMO, the sadness of having missed out, so then they go shopping. And they're like, oh, well, it's going to the moon, so why would it stop going to the moon? Would you rather buy there? Or do you want to grow some balls, unless you're a girl, then, you want to put the pants on, right? And buy here. I act like a big boy or big girl. What would you prefer? And I mean, I have to say, looking at that chart for SoFi, maybe I should have bought some SoFi today. So I'm gonna write that one down. Now, there is a risk that you have potentially lower, more fundamental more fundamental potential issues with SoFi because of interest rate exposure. I'm not as worried about competition for SoFi, more worried about the interest rate exposure. Because if you think about it, you're kind of like RKT, right? Rocket Mortgage or United Wholesale, but in the student loan refinancing division, which folks are really excited that maybe we're going to get a lot of refinances at touche. You what is this? You held DWAC through the close, big balls. That's awesome. But anyway, the point still stands. Where would you rather buy? If you're not worried about the fundamental of interest rates going up, where would you rather buy? And we're there. People are always wondering, like, oh, I wish it would go on sale again so I could buy more. It's right there. So SoFi, I'm gonna put a little circle around that one. We actually wrote down Beyond Meat this morning before we went shopping for this for other things. Beyond Meat did great today. It hit a low today of 58 and then skyrocketed up. So that's amazing. We are at, let's see here. Wow, folks, look at this. March of 2020, Beyond Meat went down to 48. And on the double dip, oh my gosh, on the double dip, it went down to 57. Folks, we basically hit the double dip price, which was April 3rd of 2020. That is insane. Wow. I'm gonna do my fundies on SoFi and Beyond Meat today. I've got to finish this fundamental spreadsheet that I'm working on for course members, and then I'm gonna post that, and then I gotta do actually apply it. So making a new spreadsheet that's a little easier. Affirm. All right, you guys, you got me on DWAC, okay? But look, DWAC is gonna turn into a BACT in the future. I don't know when. Just at some point, it's going to turn into a BACT. So trade it. Don't hodl it. Vegan balls. That's a good one. Okay. So Affirm, Matterport. These guys obviously had pain points. We know that. Enphase. What else? How does Trade Desk do today? DWAC, is that true? DWAC, I don't know if this is true. DWAC couldn't get the votes to pass the merger. I thought that of any SPAC, Donald Trump's SPAC would be really good at getting the votes. Oh well. TTCF. Oh man, wow! Tattooed Chef just getting smoked. Well, and this is one of my hesitations that I have even with Beyond Meat. I just don't care about the food companies. The only food company that has killed it over the last year has been Tyson Foods. Tyson Foods has absolutely killed it. Oh man, that sounds good. Falafels. Those are like the Indian things. At least I think that's what they were. I just remember that word and liking it. The food. Anyway, OppFi. I know people keep talking about this one. I've purposefully not been investing in this because it's fintech and it's getting whacked. So yeah. Oh, they're Israeli? Well, what's Israeli food doing in India? See, that's what I thought. Middle Eastern food. So everybody's confused. Middle East, Israel. Well, I don't know why that stuff's in India then. Whatever. Okay. I'm not a foodie, but I will say I watched a cooking YouTube video yesterday. I don't know why. I rarely watch YouTube videos, but it was good. I never knew that in order, like if you do a stir fry with rice, I never knew that you had to season the wok every single time before you cook a stir fry to prevent the rice from sticking. Because I always have my rice that sticks to the bottom of my wok. And then all of a sudden it starts steaming the other rice. And then it's like, no, now it's not crispy anymore. Apparently you have to like heat it up, put oil in it, heat it up, then douse it under water, which is insane while it's hot. Do that like 3 times and then your wok's seasoned. And then your rice doesn't stick at the bottom anymore. I was just like, that is like the best YouTube video I've seen all year. I probably won't actually cook with a wok anytime soon, but I'm tempted. It was good. It's addicting. All right, what's moving in the after hours? Newegg, Purple, Fastly, back. These guys moving down. DWAC. I'm very impressed and blown away. Just blown away. Another 6%. I mean, liquidity is going to be like nothing in the after hours. But whatever. I was wrong. You got me. Donald Trump wins for now. We'll see what happens in a few months. Look, I've said it a million times before. I made a video about it when it was like $150. Like, I'm shorting this. I opened an Interactive Brokers account to short DWAC, and I made money on it. Not much, like 30 grand or something like that. Well, I know like relative to the portfolio, okay, not much. But I think it's gonna eventually do a backed. Why am I frozen? Hold on. Uh-oh. Am I done? I could hear myself, but I'm frozen. Look, frozen. Can you see the text? Oh well, just buy a non-stick. Yeah, there's an option. Anyway, you can hear me, but you can't see me. All right, well, GG, I guess. Well, if you can hear me, check out the courses link down below.